Hello, well here we are again, and today we're going to be making some nest biscuits. What are nests? Can you remember? That's right, a nest is where a bird lays its eggs. And if you've listened to the story of Delia plants a brick, you'll know why we're making nest biscuits. But the other reason we're making them is, can you remember the sugar monster? I told you when I read my story of the magic triangle that sugar is not good for us. So I'm making these biscuits with no added sugar. What we have instead are bananas. There are 2 bananas which I have already peeled, and I put in the bowl and started mashing. I have washed my hands because we always wash our hands before cooking, don't we? So we mash up the banana, and when it's nice and mashed, we're going to add 80 millilitres of milk. This is soy milk, but you could add hazelnut milk or almond milk, or probably normal milk. I don't use it, but I'm sure you could. So you mix it, and now you're going to see why we talk of nest biscuits, because this is 125 grams of bran. And when we mix it in, it's quite difficult, but you mix and you mash a bit the bran. But can you see that looks a bit like a nest, doesn't it? Which is why we call them nest biscuits. Okay, so I'm going to mix it in. So it's all the banana, the milk, the bran, all mixed together. And we're going to make little piles of the mixture on the tray to look like the nests. Okay, so now I've done that, we're going to get a spoon and we're going to spoon amounts onto the baking tray. Okay, so 1 nest, another nest, that makes 2, another nest, that makes 3, another nest, that makes 4, another nest, well you know how many that makes, doesn't it? There we are. Another one. So we make all the nests. And to not have you waiting now, I'm going to show you how I do the eggs. You can use different things. You can use almonds. So if I put 3 almonds here, they look like eggs, don't they? So I'll put these here as well. 3 almonds, the eggs in the nest, but I could also use, these are dried bilberries, or some people call them cranberries, or blueberries, or myrtleberries. What a lot of names. Okay, so there you are. And then we could also, if we're feeling a little bit that we want a special sweeter taste, although I use dark chocolate, we can add some chocolate chips. And we put that in the oven at 180 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes, and we have our nests. So if you see here, we have the 125 grams of bran, 2 bananas, 80 millilitres of milk, almonds, chocolate or dried bilberries, and we put it in the oven at 180 degrees, and voila, we have our nest biscuits. Now if you don't like bran, you can also try making them with oats, these are gluten-free, or with flour, your favourite flour. If you use flour, you might like to add a little bit of bicarbonate of soda, a little bit of baking powder to make it rise. I hope you enjoy them. 10 to 15 minutes in the oven and you can eat them. Bye bye.